Hi YouTube, I'm back with another video of the healing plan for week 2. Today we on day 4 of week 2, and today I am cooking the lunch portion, vegetable fried rice. Let's look at our ingredients. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and this time I will actually use olive oil because it's vegetable fried rice and I actually like the fragrance of olive oil in vegetable fried rice. I'm going to use the green part of 1 leek. As you know, I don't use the whole part or the whole green part of the leek. I just use maybe half of it, quarter of a cup, half a quarter of a cup or half a cup. Then also 1 carrot. Since I'm only cooking for me, I am only going to use half a carrot and I pre-cooked that. Half a cup of broccoli florets, 3 ounces of extra firm tofu. I could not find tofu in the stores here, they're out of stock. Actually, it's only 1 store which stocks tofu, so I won't have tofu. 1 tablespoon of grated fresh ginger, 3 cups of cooked brown rice. I would only use a quarter cup. Like I said, it's only for me, and this recipe is made for 4 people. Half a cup of simple vegetable broth and 1 teaspoon of miso paste. So I was thinking, seeing that it is vegetable fried rice, and I know vegetable fried rice is really lovely, but I don't have miso. So what I would do, I am gonna compensate or substitute the miso for soy sauce and a little bit of fish sauce. I would not suggest you do that because wheat gluten, soybeans, wheat, sugar, sodium. I'm not saying this is right for me, but just for flavor and for taste, I'm going to use a little bit of soy sauce in my fried rice, vegetable fried rice. So let's start the cooking. I'm starting on high heat, and then later, of course, I will reduce the heat. Our leeks, I'm gonna add. Carrots, I will add as well. Like I said, the carrots is pre-cooked. Then we also need our broccoli florets. We also need our ginger. So now we're going to cook these guys until everything is nice and soft. It says cook for 5 minutes. I don't ever think carrots will be soft in 5 minutes, and I know it's vegetable fried rice, so you probably undercook your veggies. I have to cook these veggies properly so that I help my stomach process it very much easier. Now in a small bowl, combine your broth, your miso and your rice. I have my rice here in this bowl. I'm going to take my broth, quarter cup of broth. And like I said, I'm going to use some of this and probably just to give it that salty taste. So I'm going to take 1 teaspoon, and then I'm also going to take a teaspoon of fish sauce. So after 5 minutes, we want to add our rice. And I'm actually going to increase my rice now to half a cup of rice. Oh, and it has to be brown rice. This ginger smells so good in here. I think I've cooked this now enough. And this is the beauty of it so the beauty of this recipe, sorry, not the recipe, but pre-cooking your carrots just makes it so much easier and quicker for everything to cook. Now you're going to add your rice. So I have organic raspberry rice here, but the recipe calls for brown rice. I don't have brown rice, and I love this rice, this red berry rice. So now after that, we want to add our sauce. And then you want to cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes. Probably just for that broccoli to cook down. So that's lunch. Like I said, add more rice, add more veggies to make this for 4 people. This is just for me and a little bit for my husband, just to taste. And so that is it for now. For lunch, it's as simple as that. As you know, the recipes are really simple, really quick. You just have to prepare everything first. And it's not going to take you a long time. It's really not going to take you a long time. So just put your ingredients out and prepare everything. Cut, chop, whatever you need to do. After that, you can just cook. So thank you for watching. Till dinner. Hi YouTube. So I'm back with dinner for week 2, day 4. And we have herb crusted lamb chops for dinner. So let's see what our ingredients are. We're going to use a 3/4 cup of gluten-free breadcrumbs. I don't have gluten-free breadcrumbs, so I'm using gluten-free corn flour. 1 tablespoon of unsalted grass-fed butter, temperature, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1/4 cup of fresh rosemary leaves, 1/4 cup of fresh oregano leaves, 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. I do not have fresh oregano leaves, so I am simply using dried oregano, half a teaspoon of salt, and 4 lamb chops. So let's start cooking then. So for this, you're going to need a food processor or a blender to combine all the ingredients. At the moment, my blender is engaged. So what I'm doing, I am just chopping my herbs really finely, and then I am just going to mix them all together. So let's start with that process. So here is my cornmeal. I'm just going to put it in there. And I've showed you this cornmeal before, or corn flour before. It's gluten free. It just says PAN, P-A-N. And I think it is a German brand because everything seems like it's written in German with English here and there. But this is also what I use for my corn tortillas. We have our butter, which is supposed to be room temperature. That's a tablespoon. Our mustard, and we need 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. As you know, I do not have Dijon mustard, so I use my normal organic yellow mustard, and it's from the brand Hoodstock. Good teaspoon of that. 1/4 cup of rosemary leaves. These are chopped, finely chopped already. So I'm not going to use all of them because it's not, this is a 1/4 cup chopped and not just the leaves. I am going to use, this is half a tablespoon. Let me say 1/2. I think 2 of these will be fine. Same with our oregano. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. It's actually 1 teaspoon. And then our parsley, also fresh parsley. And then our salt. How much salt? I think half a teaspoon. So now you're supposed to put this in a blender and let it pulse a bit until until everything's mixed, well mixed. Not that I don't have a blender, my blender's engaged, so I'm just gonna mix it with a spoon. This is all you're going to do. It's going to take a little bit longer, obviously. You can also use your hands, that's probably gonna be quicker. Work the ingredients in like that. This reminds me of the donuts we used to make at home for my mom. So you use flour and all your anise seeds and butter, and we had to rub the butter into the flour, just like this and like that. So the only thing that I now see that's not mixing well or sticking to the flour is the parsley. You just have to improvise every time when you need something. It's key to improvise, and it's not major changes. Spread the mixture on the lamb chops, pressing it so it sticks to the surface of the meat, and then we're going to put it in that pan. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in here and spread it. And I'm gonna warm up the oven so long to 350. And here's the lamb chops. So all we're doing now is making sure these lamb chops are well coated in this lovely mixture. So you can even further press it on like this. And there you go. So this is 4 lamb chops. So which means, actually it's 3. So it is a serving for 2 people, I believe. So this is a really nice and big one for my husband. Okay, so for the original baking process, you have to put it in a pan first, and then you will have it over medium-high heat and simmer it, and then you take it out of that pan and you put it in this kind of pan and you put it in the oven for 6 minutes. So you first want to brown it, and that's why I'm not going to first have it on the stove top yet and then brown it. I'm gonna put mine on 400 degrees and try to brown it in the oven, and then turn the oven down and let it cook for another 6 minutes. So that will be my process with the lamb chops. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm gonna show you the final result once this is finished. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you try the recipe. I hope you try every recipe that I've made so far, and let me know in the comments how it turned out and how you liked it, and how your family or your friends or whatever, your dog liked it. Yeah, you can share it with your dog. So this is the final result of our crusted lamb chops. So here's my husband's. Oops. I served these with a bit of, not on a bed of rice, but vegetable pasta with some broccoli, and mine is served with the Vegie-Fried-Rice. So it looks really delicious. We will taste it now.
Oh, looks good.
I hope it tastes good as well. So this is a final product, as I just said to you guys and showed you guys. So we're going to dig in. So let's dig in, my love, and taste these beautiful chops. It's nice and soft. I put some extra salt on yours and pepper. Mine is nice. It's very fatty though. Right, even the meat. But you wanted your extra your extra fat.
Yeah.
How's the lamb chops? How does it taste? Can you taste the herbs? I can. I don't know.
Mostly breadcrumbs and herbs.
You can taste it. But it's not like you can explicitly taste the rosemary, right? I wonder why is that.
I don't know. You might have to marinate it.
But it doesn't. And did I salt it enough?
No, I don't think so.
But you like extra salty. Well, so that's the verdict with the breadcrumbs. Sorry, with the crusted lamb chops. It's really, the chops are really soft, and what I can say to you is that I actually cooked it the whole time on 400 degrees, and I think I cooked it for 10 minutes, but obviously I turned it, so probably 5 minutes, 5 minutes, or 6 minutes, 6 minutes on each side from start to finish. I did not still put it on the stovetop and first brown it there. I just put it straight into the oven. That's the verdict. Try it and let us know how you like it, and try to probably use breadcrumbs instead of the flour, the gluten-free flour. Thank you.